Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a potato and peas curry in coconut milk, and it's going to be mildly spiced with some fennel seeds, some onions, ginger garlic and some crushed black pepper. And I'm going to be serving it along with Milagu Jeera Sadam, which is going to be ground along with some fresh black pepper, jeera and curry leaves, making it a delicious rice. So without wasting any time, let me show you how you can plate a really delicious and healthy dinner. So to begin, I'm going to be making the coconut milk first, and I'm going to be using this extraction jar, which is great for doing coconut milk, making juices and all of it. I have the extraction blade there, and I'm going to fit in the filter, which actually helps in getting the coconut milk out in the outside, and I put the stopper in here so that it doesn't flow out. I want to actually collect it in here. I'm going to add in the chopped coconut into this, and you can also add grated coconut. Both chopped and grated coconut, both of them work. I'm going to add in some warm water into this. Just going to add it a little at a time, and then we'll begin to extract the coconut, and we can add the water once again a little later to do the second extraction. I'm going to add a little water at this stage, a little more warm water, and then blend again to extract more of the milk. That's it. So now I have the first extraction. Now if you want the second extraction, you can actually remove this and add some more water and then extract more of the coconut milk and use it for other uses. Okay, I'm going to remove this and then proceed to show how to make the potato and peas curry in coconut milk. So I'm going to be making the potato curry in my pressure cooker. We'll add some oil into it. To this I'm going to add the cumin seeds, the fennel seeds, which is also the saunf, and the cloves. You can crush all of them and also add it, or you can add it whole. I like adding it whole because the crunch that it brings into the curry is really delicious. So I'm going to roast the fennel and cumin and the cloves for about a minute until you can smell the aromas coming through. Then after that we'll add in the onion, ginger and garlic. So now that's roasted, I'm going to go ahead and add in the ginger and the garlic that's finely chopped, the onions, and we'll saute the onion, ginger, garlic until the onions are softened and just about translucent. Now that the onions have softened and begin to change color, I'm going to add in the remaining ingredients, and that's our crushed black peppercorns. It brings in crunch if you have those pieces of the spices and condiments in there. Add in the coriander powder, the garam masala, some turmeric, salt and cumin powder. We'll add in the potatoes, which I've cut and kept, peeled and chopped. I'm going to add in the coconut milk that we made earlier from the jar, and just a little bit of water. Give it a quick stir, and we'll cover the pressure cooker and cook it for about 3 to 4 whistles and then turn off the heat. We'll allow the pressure to release naturally, because while the pressure is still on, the potato will continue to cook. Because it's a root vegetable, it will take a little longer. That's it. Give it a taste at this point just to check if the salt and everything is okay. And if you want, you can slit some green chilies also and add it into this. So I'm going to cover this and cook it for about 3 to 4 whistles. So the pressure is released completely, and I'm ready to open the pressure cooker. And notice that the potatoes it's become thick, and the amount of water, all the water is absorbed, and when you sort of press it in, you know that it's cooked. I'm going to add a little bit water to give it like a curry-like consistency at this point, and then stir in the peanuts, and then turn on the heat and give it a brisk boil, and then our potato curry will be ready. Okay, so I really like to add the peas at a much later stage, because it's a steamed green peas, and not add it into the pressure cooker because you'll retain nice fresh green colors. So we'll add in the green peas, and we're just going to add just a little bit more water and adjust the consistency based on if it's going to be served along with rice or your paratha. Then the paratha can be a little thicker. If it's going to be along with some rice, then it can be a little more gravyish. So let's just give this a quick boil, and then I'll show you how to make the Milagu Jeera Sadam. So to begin making the Milagu Jeera Sadam, we will first start with roasting the black pepper, which is the milagu, and the jeera, which is the cumin seeds. Okay. So into my pan, I'm going to add in the black peppercorns and the cumin seeds and roast them until the colors of the black pepper will change a little bit and the cumin seeds will start crackling a little bit. Now that the cumin seeds and the black pepper are bubbling and crackling up, it's done. I can see the color of the cumin seeds change as well. So at this stage, I'm going to turn off the heat and then grind it into the mixer grinder along with some curry leaves. I love using small jars for grinding spices. It's a must-have in every Indian kitchen because it makes grinding small quantities really a breeze. And I'm going to add in the curry leaves and then blend to make a coarse powder. Okay, so it's not going to be a smooth powder because we're adding curry leaves and all of that. That's it. This is exactly how you want. You see a little bit of curry leaves here and there. The jeera is a little bit, you can see, and you can also see some coarse black peppercorns that is there. Don't make a smooth powder, just the coarse powder will be great because it'll add a crunch to your Milagu Jeera Sadam. The next step is to actually put this into cooked rice, and I'm going to show you in just a bit. So into my preheated pan, I'll add in some oil. And we're going to crackle some mustard seeds and also roast our peanuts. I'm going to add in the mustard seeds, the urad dal. We'll allow the mustard seeds and urad dal to crackle a bit and then I will add my peanuts. Now that the mustard seeds are crackling and the urad dal is turned lightly golden brown, I'm ready to add my peanuts. These are raw peanuts, so I'm going to roast them on medium heat until they become crisp. And you will also start smelling the roasted aroma from the peanuts. Give it a bite or a crunch after you have roasted it just to know that it's completely roasted. It takes a good 2 to 3 minutes to roast these raw peanuts, so we'll wait until then. Now that the peanuts are roasted, I'm going to add in the ground Milagu Jeera powder and add in the cooked rice. Sometimes using a day-old rice also really helps because the rice would be nice and separated, and it's a great way to use up any leftover rice that you have in the refrigerator. Or if you want to actually make some fresh rice, ensure that you cook it like a couple of hours earlier so the rice cools down and then fluffs up. Because when the rice is hot and when you add it into making a mixed rice, it'll become mushy and you won't get a nice grainy sadam. Okay, so I'm just going to mix all of this together, and I can already smell the milagu and the jeera and all of that into the rice, and it looks really nice. And also I like drizzling a little bit of oil on the top. You can use sesame oil or you can use coconut oil. You can also use a little bit of mustard oil if you want to add to a different taste, and it's completely your choice. So we'll just allow the rice to sort of absorb all the spices for another couple of minutes, and the sadam is ready, and I will be ready to serve it along with some potatoes and peas curry. So now that the curry is ready and the Milagu Jeera Sadam is ready to plate our dinner, and I'm going to show you to do just that. I'm going to place a small portion of the Milagu Jeera Sadam. So the quantity that I've made is for 4 people, essentially of 4 large servings, and I'm going to add in the potato and the peas curry into my bowl. I'm going to add in the freshly grated salad, which I've made along with some grated carrots, capsicum, tomatoes, onions and green chilies, and all it has is some salt, pepper and some lemon juice. It's really simple to make, there's no oil, and it's completely fresh. Now that looks like a colorful plate, doesn't it? So some of the most important things that I always like to do when I'm having a dinner, or be it a breakfast, lunch or dinner, is to maintain portions. So if you notice this plate, I've served the right amount of vegetable, which is the potato and peas curry, and some salad and some rice, and the rice which has got some peanuts as well. So it's a balanced meal. Proteins are missing. You can compensate that by having a large bowl of dahi or yogurt, and or a tall glass of chash as well. Okay, that is buttermilk. So ensure that when you're eating, serve yourself just the right quantity, chew your food well, eat mindfully, avoid distractions with whatever gadgets or television that might be and focus on your food. An important thing to maintain good health is eating in small quantities in the right portions that is required for your body is extremely important. So I hope you enjoy making this delicious meal plate. It's really nice. Do give your feedback in the comments below when you do try to make it. I would love to hear back from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.